What's going on, everybody? Sparks Comics here.
Hey everyone, Caroline's Comics.
We are back to give you guys our top 5 reads of the week. We haven't done one of these in a while, but we're back.
Thanks, Ida.
Yeah, thanks, Ida, for putting me out of New Orleans for 2 weeks. But yeah, so we're back. Bringing you this video first. We're going to do some more stuff for you coming up and start getting back to the normal. So if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, like the video, let us know what you liked this week for New Comic Book Day, and type stuff, do the thing.
Just say hey.
Welcome back, everybody. Thought we'd kick off our top 5 with honorable mention choices as well this week. So
yeah, do we want to do those first?
Yeah, let's do those first.
Okay.
And then we count down into,
That's fine. Usually do them last. So my first honorable mention is Campisi. I say it right this time. Campisi, because I always make it an I instead of an I. It's good. I'm still really liking it, but there was a lot of good books this week, so it wasn't quite in the top, but I still think it holds up. I think the story is just as good issue 1 to issue 2. Absolutely. I need to know who the man is.
Right? And the comedic bits still stayed in this too, which I like.
Yo, I love the dragon. I love the sassy dragon.
Yes. Leave the Easter bread.
And then my next honorable mention is Nobody's Child, with our special exclusive variant that I finally got a hold of today.
Yep. Perfect timing on that mail call.
She pretty though. But yeah, a really good introductory issue number 1. I thought it was a really good read. It was a really easy read. It wasn't as heavy as I thought it was going to be. Like I said, there were a lot of good books this week.
Might get heavier as we go. My other what's the word?
Honorable mention?
Honorable mention, wow. Other honorable mention this
week. Because it doesn't freaking deserve to be there.
I know, but
like you said, disagree with this.
Lots of good reads this week.
Yeah.
So good. Hey, I have Nobody's Child in my top 5, so we kind of flip-flopped. But yeah, super good. I loved it. We'll talk about it more when you bring it up.
Yeah, because I have feelings about this.
So what do you have going and start off your top 10 or top 5?
So I was like, oh god, I did not pull that many books.
I was looking at the 10 on Wind.
So my number 5 this week was Clanza Bellari number 3. I thought this was the best issue of the series so far. It was so good. Oh, that twisty twist at the end. A little knife in the back, a little danger action. It was a very wild ride from start to finish for this issue, and I loved it. It is going exactly where I want it to go, which is dangerous space.
My favorite so far also, and it's
good.
One up,
I think. She is the baddest ass.
Yes.
She's great. 10 out of 10.
And they're really fleshing out this world, their universe, more and more each issue, which I'm loving.
I've been really happy. Every issue, I think it has gotten just like a little bit better and a little bit better, and then issue 3 was like, bam, okay, now we're here.
Yeah. My number 5 was 7 Secrets number 12, which is just every issue of this is so good, and the ending for this arc is just.
Do we know how many issues it is? 18?
We don't. Originally, I thought there was something said that it was going to be 12.
I thought it was only supposed to be 12 at first too, for some reason.
Yeah, and so I thought, oh man, it's going to be coming up, but then they made it in the the comment about this, the preview. It didn't say anything about it ending. I was like, okay, we're going still. We're going.
There's no way they can end it yet.
But how this ends, it's not going to have too much more. It's probably maybe another arc or 2 at most.
I feel like 1, maybe a wrap up, but
yeah. because there's a little bit of a timer ticking on our narrator. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, if you aren't reading Seven Secrets, probably a good time to pop in. The trade for Volume 1 is already out. Volume 2
should be coming out in like what, next month?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
get in there. I'm here for all of it.
Yeah.
So my number 4 is a number 4, which was, I think it was the last issue too.
Yes. This was
I was like, correct me if I'm wrong, but Boom did a weird 4 issue instead of 5 issues.
Yeah.
But
which it worked
I'm in love
for this.
with all ages goodness. It's fun. It didn't get too dark, which, I mean, again, it's Boombox, so that's expected. But I loved it. I was here for just the fun and the, like, you know, the little weirdness of the stories. Set in reality with some not so real elements, and I don't know, it was a nice reprieve every week that it came out to just have a nice fun story in there.
Yeah.
Not everything needs to be murder and madness and sadness and darkness, as much as I love it.
I mean, that stuff's fun too, but yeah. Gotta have that break. That was like it was in my honorable mentions too, just not on the two that we got to talk about, but I loved it. It was a great conclusion. It wrapped up nicely.
I had no issues with it.
I think it said Fiend at the end. So I think
I wouldn't be surprised if they do something else in the universe, like the Galactic Federation universe.
Yeah. They built up a nice little world there.
We'll see how much the reception is positive and how much Ross Ritchie wants to put into it. Yeah.
So my number 4 was Clanza Polari, number 3. So I had one position up, but same stuff that we were talking about already. This is my favorite issue, I think, so far. 1 would have been my second favorite, and then issue 2, like we talked about. Actually, I think the last time we recorded one of these, we talked about Clanza Polari, and it didn't make my top 5 because I did not like issue 2 as much.
Yeah. Issue 3 was great.
It's back. It's in there.
It's good. It's certified wonderful goodness. So what is this? 3? We're on 3. So I have Primordial, issue number 1. And this is the Ward variant, because I love this.
Good.
Yo, some shit happened to some monkeys and a dog in space.
That about sums it up. I love that. You're gonna see where I have it. It's coming up.
I thought it was really good. It's got a lot of world to build. It's introduced itself to a very not heavy topic wise, but just like y'all got work to put in to make this work. So they've kind of introduced themselves to some heavy context in terms of like just the science and everything behind it. So I'm curious to see how they flesh it out. I think they'll do a good job, but like I said, it's not heavy, like emotionally heavy. It's just like got a lot of world to build and explain to me, sir.
Yeah, and I do feel like there was a bit of like, I don't know, like little conspiracy theory kind of stuff in there too, which I liked.
Very conspiracy theory-ish.
Yeah, and the art.
What if NASA never became NASA, y'all?
Yeah.
I liked it. And I think that monkey cover is dope.
That cover is really good. Christian Ward, just every time. So good.
10 out of 10.
My number 3 was a number 2 from Behemoth Comics. 9 Stones, issue number 2. Which, strangely enough, 9 Stones number 1 came out the week before.
Yeah, I was like, what is this?
Yeah. So this was actually a comic, a web comic on Tapas, is the hosting site.
Yeah.
That's like gotten millions of views and tons of like thousands of followers, which is awesome that they were able to like sign them into doing
a physical deal. Yeah, damn, good for them.
Yeah, Samuel Spano writes and draws it, and the art's like a manga-esque style, more than
a little more realistic though.
Yeah, so action sequences have more of that manga feel, which I'm digging.
Yeah, I'm never against that in my comics.
Yeah, content-wise, it's like the main character's father runs a drug business, but it's like a delivery business.
It's like Uber for drugs.
Yeah, and so they deliver like groceries, and then the drugs are in there, and some stuff goes down with like a rival group, and main character also got some dark stuff going on.
Yeah. It's a good book. Oh, well, 2 issues, but so far it's really good.
Yeah. So I'm loving it because it's so different from everything else. It's gotta like get something odd in there.
Just a little bit not too fantasy.
Yeah.
So my number 2 is 7 Secrets number 12. Because I'm obsessed with this story and I don't want it to end. And I know it's gonna end. And I'm not gonna be okay about it. And there's gonna be an issue that I'm absolutely gonna cry. Yep. But for now, the art is stunning, the story is amazing, and I just want so much more of it. You can drag this on for as much as you like, Tom Taylor. I will read all of it. Thank you.
Tom Taylor, don't stop. Even when you do the thing that we don't want you to do, that you say you're going to do.
Even when you kill everyone and everything I love, I still love you.
Yeah.
The twisty twists. Oh my God. Getting there.
Hey, what's this?
Oh, what's that?
That's our exclusive. Nobody's Child is my number 2 this week. Like you said, such a great start to introducing us to the world. I love the interior art. Really cool. And I always I keep reading Massimo Rossi stories and just love what he's doing in all of them. And so this was for me, this was a must read.
He's really well written, for sure.
Yeah. That's why we put this exclusive out there.
That's why we did the thing.
Yeah. So if you haven't gotten it and you want to get it, let us know. Shoot us a message. Got all the Instagram stuff down there. So feel free to DM us, let us know you want one, or drop a comment on here down below. Anna Shadowcat, the artist and translator for this book right here. The cover artist of that variant and translator for that book. You Promised Me Darkness did this cover. And it is beautiful. Beautiful in person. So beautiful. Anyways. So I keep staring at it.
So my number 1, which is going to be no surprise to anybody who knows me, is Wind. Because it's my favorite book. And I love it. And it's amazing. And everyone needs to read it. It's phenomenal. It is so good. It is so well written. I mean, come on. It's James Tynion. How can it not be well written? But I love this universe that they built. I think the art for this is always just amazing and stunning on the inside. I have all the love in my heart for this book and this series. And I need it all right now. I don't want to wait anymore. I'm tired of waiting. I want this to be ongoing forever. I hate that it takes little breaks between arcs, but
yeah,
it's so worth it.
It is. I mean,
and it's good for adults and it's good for kids, even though it's not. It used to be Boombox where I'm pointing, but now it's just regular Boom. But it's still pretty all ages appropriate. It just gives them a little bit room to go a little darker, a little more PG-13 with the art and the content.
Yeah.
And there's dark things happening. There is danger brewing.
And the art's so good. And
I mean, come on.
I think each issue is a little bit bigger than a normal issue. So
yeah, they're thick. Every time I pick it up, I'm like, it's a thick book.
Yeah.
But it's worth it.
It's probably why they have to take a little bit.
But she happy.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
So my number 1 this week was your number 3 this week. Primordial. Yeah. I just I read it and I just set it down and I was like, what did I just read? That was awesome. And I think we kind of talked about it with the art. I really like the art. You said the art's gonna grow on you with
yeah. It's not my favorite, but it's not my least favorite. Listen, that's not true.
Right. I think the panel. I might have to see if I can pull this up real quick. There was a panel that I just saw, and it was the splash page.
To be fair, there's only ever been one book with art that's just made me almost drop it. So I'm usually pretty open to weird art.
There was a series of splash pages actually. That just one of them. I don't know. I just love what they were doing. With crazy style here, and just trying to depict what happened to the animals. Yeah, this art style. It's the same artist, which is completely different style.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I like
But it still feels very similar in its own sense too.
Yeah.
His other work. So like,
This was the
you
one.
know,
This I was just like,
yeah,
oh
that's a
hell
good
yeah.
one. That
Oh,
that
yeah.
feels very reminiscent of Gideon Falls to me, because
Yeah.
he's got some good splash pages like that in it.
I was like, all right, I'm sold. You got me. But yeah, I actually thought Nobody's Child was going to be my number one this week, and then I read this and I was like, nope.
It's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
I'm mostly, I don't want to say hesitant, but I'm cautious for them about how big they're trying to be.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of story to tell, and I would like to read the whole series. I would like it to be consistently good all throughout. And Jeff Lemire, from the books I've read of his, which is one, but it's good, and I liked it, and it was consistent storytelling. So I have hopes.
Yeah, this is the second Jeff Lemire book I'm reading, but this is also the second Jeff Lemire issue that I'm reading, because the other one I'm reading is May's book, which just started. Mm-hmm. So for me, this is like reading a whole new storytelling style, and I'm liking it. I like it in both of the books that he's just put out, and I think they're both mini series. So,
nice.
A little 5-issue thing.
A little bit easier.
Yeah, exactly.
Not everything can be Gideon Falls.
Yeah,
it's really good.
And that I gotta read still, so
it's pretty good.
Get on it at some point, That is our top 5 reads this week for New Comic Book Day, September 15th. Yeah.
Go read. That's my one plug. Go.
All of these.
Get our exclusive.
So thanks everybody for watching. Follow us on Instagram down below.
All the things.
Like the video, comment. If you've made it here and you're still watching and you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Hit the button. It's down there somewhere. Do the thing.
Do the thing. Make our day.
Exactly. And collect what you love, everybody.
Bye, everyone.